the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Panthers, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Darnold. And his first look is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
2nd and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 81 yards. And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football. Carlos Santos on to try the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads him out.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Gun. Here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good play there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Dancing away at the 35. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley. And another 1st and 10 here. Hands it off out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 29, Murray flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, able to avoid him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make the play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Draw play. Darnold giving to McCaffrey. Oh, he shifts past him, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 97 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Touchdown, Carolina! Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and it makes the score 14-7. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards, and Carolina scores to cap it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry for James Conner. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On play action, it's Murray. Rolling to his right. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold lets this go for Renfro downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he gets this up past the 30. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught by Brown. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made by Hunter Renfro. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there. And I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing again is Darnold. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
For Marshall, that's complete. Shreds the tackle. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's second and a yard. To throw is Darnold. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Kendrick Bourne, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Williams. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. First down, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cards will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes this a 9-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Meanwhile, Darnold's throw pulled in by Renfro. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
22's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Yo.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first due to time constraints. We move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Williams now on the return.
Come on, let's go.
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guarantee you he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he made by dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 98 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run with Barkley. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Time to go to work.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eating up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
Murray sets to throw on 4th, and that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Connor going to try and run it, and he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Got the connection here to Bourne. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Darnold now to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hunter Renfrow, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Williams to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 130 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it with Barkley. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Darnold. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Darnold. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. The 30. 10. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. On first down, it's Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down, Darnold. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Darnold. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right? They just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Darnold completes it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To the air again, Darnold. And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Touchdown, Carolina! With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The football going back over to Arizona now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, Barkley dancing away at the 35. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Saquon Barkley. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him.
Yeah, baby.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. A handoff to Barkley. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. On third down, Barkley, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They're going for it. Hits Murray, rolling to his right. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
45, 45, Mike, 45. We own them. We own them.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Charles, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.